Bs from what I've seen.
And, you know, that was a
With the forms that go deep,
you're looking at Team Secret,
recon into TP.
This game with a little bit of that plan, because Pearl, I don't think this is a map that they would have expected Talon to be picking.
At least for now, they'll be looking heads on, heads up.
Oh, whoa! Riot.
Too much found
Hello?
just yet, though, and also
my man's stuck in a wall.
Being instantly Just for information, at least for now. While on the other end, Cruz continuing to jiggle back and forth. Nothing found just yet either. It's a lot of control out from Talon out towards this B-long area.
Good reaction from Talon. Double push on A.
Excuse me, as well as Team Secret that actually picked this one, so there is the game plan for them. So that would further induce what they kind of expect to do, which right now is waltz in towards the A site, see that no one's home, and your wall isn't
funny
tripped.
because
So
I pretty much say no team ever 5-person hits from art, but
maybe
they just 5-person hit from art.
They will be taking the initiative, Komodo, to push all the way into spawn.
A little bit too much though. Look how far they're going.
They're going to trigger the wall, so now they're going to know that they're over towards A main. I have no idea that 4 people at A main.
I wouldn't mind this too much though. If they are able to find Cruz with that many players, that's, you know, you're taking those salvos away. But Cruz
Where do
now
the salvos
tucks
go?
himself neatly into a corner, so he keeps those salvos online. Meanwhile, the rest of the team from Talon has to march back in from main. They managed to do just that, but still, in towards Secret and Dugout, there is a bit of contention. Jesse Bash still pretty much alive, at least until Jeremy comes back in to support him.
Honestly, the first time I've ever seen a 5-person hit from...
Not gonna lie, no duels really until
Who pass and buys a gun?
Any eco around. So you'll play towards the depths.
Why does that worry me so much?
You'll play towards just numbers towards this B side.
Sure, range as well, given the weaponry.
Normal bowl, berries, peanut butter, seeds. Nice. Coffee. Wait, Yampy, did you always drink coffee?
As well.
I feel like that's new for me.
Space now that Team Secret can work with, but at the same time, maybe some slight footsteps in towards A main. Still, at the very least, nothing too much from either side.
Yeah, and just in this eco round as well, Killer was still holding both prowlers. Generally, you would see them, you know, thrown in towards A main if you are going to challenge over towards that area, or haunt and.
Started drinking coffee. You actually started drinking coffee when I left, Yampy. That's crazy.
Quack to find a little bit of damage.
Yeah, at least working together. Team Secret at the same time. I mean, they're the ones, you know, not fully committing to either side. Despite the information that they've gained. So just kind of challenging the pistols, trying to take as much as away as possible.
Yeah, and it's just utilizing the time quite nicely as well to see if there's going to be any shenanigans, let Talon overthink things a little bit potentially, which for right now, I mean, a 3 versus 3 when
coffee for life.
Classics,
dude, everyone loves caffeine, man.
Okay in terms of damage.
Yeah, I went to China recently. I went with a lot of Americans. Man, they live for caffeine. I'm not sure I've ever consumed as much caffeine.
Outlaw, okay, still in the hands of Envy. Potential light shields on the other
yeah,
side.
they were waiting for a deep fade.
Are indeed reinforcing everything with heavy shields.
And
a quick default setup all across
they set up the Astra.
Has to be really careful.
Dude, they might. I was gonna say you might lose your Astra here, nice and early. Keep an eye on the B, Joel.
Strategy really.
Quick shoulder peek though, so he's okay for now, and instantly puts up that smoke, the nebula to block things off. At the same time, look at this.
At the same time, pretty rough timing.
Yeah, getting information across both
yeah,
sides of the
and
map.
Primy's here and just looks at the fake smoke and goes, well, you guys can kind of just heavy stack over towards A. Any B pressure is fake at the moment.
Prowler coming out from Killua. Bit of an arc row setup as well, but it's going to be Jeremy in with the round 3 dimensional drift to gather further information. Bit of a flash coming out, and he's trying to catch Jit Boys. Clone kind of ignored,
it's a
but
great
still,
trade though.
found.
I'm not sure 2G needs to do that.
Just to try to hold around connector.
Yeah, it's nicely done, but what do you look to do now? You've got 2 players still coming up
That
from
Killer
the
should get the most in the same timing, though.
You do also have Dai playing in the back of Dugout. Some smokes towards the site start to happen, though.
Okay, at least the salvos will get sent through. Ooh, and as soon as the salvo gets sent out, 2G thinks that that's where the tail might be positioned. Lo and behold, it's just going to be Killer watching.
Who has to go off here?
Being picked up.
I mean, it kind of just has to be Jesse.
Just to check closer back towards Art. Talon trying to do their due diligence, but at the same time, Envy has his sights straight
he found the gap
to the site. Still though, okay, Thigh kind of sneaking past, but Jesse Bash has snuck up right behind him as well.
Actually found the gap, play my
out,
bonus.
And that's going to be another pick. Team Secret working alongside the numbers now. Talon might have the sight, but a bit of a tap is not going to be enough. Swaps on over, but look at Killua! swings along a swivel, just goes full turret mode for the ace.
What is that? That is a point blank headhunter missing every single shot, and he's not even looking at you. Killua, welcome to VCT Pacific. Welcome to your first round win and an ace.
And on round 3 too, Komodo.
Yeah, where there was a dimensional drift to come on through for all of the information that you would expect in the beginning from the side of Team Secret. Jeremy trying to do what he can. I mean, a great reposition to come through from Jesse Vash as well. I thought Lightning would strike in this round for Team Secret, but no.
Not quite. I was wondering where
close
the chamber
bonus.
was, or
Close
if
bonus.
Valor was going to find it towards the end,
Let's-
but still not
let's
quite.
keep-
And that
let's
is
keep it
just
going.
the talented Thai players that we have in this region. You know, all the way throughout FW Esports, maybe Full Sense, made in Thailand, even at times, they're just all so familiar with each other, and they are comfortable on this stage. Still, though, the next run coming up, and that's Team Secret trying to fight their way back in. They have the buys. Right now, at least, not quite the space.
Yeah. Bit of a contest, though, towards B Long at the moment, and Talon really wanted to win this one, and they'll do so successfully. Immediately sending a bit of a rotate mid, quite open at the moment, though. So you are falling back a little bit as Talon.
I can't
Wouldn't
stop
mind
thinking
them
about
just
it.
seeing, holding on to a lot of their utility, and even if they want to, they
It was
could
a
just switch in
fast.
towards
It was a fast.
early.
And
I have to
honestly, I'm
imagine,
not going
though,
to talk
you know,
about
at
it.
least for Talon, still,
Run a
the
new
fact
round.
that they've all been teammates at one point or another, perhaps except for Cruz, there is quite a bit of comfort, a bit of morale boost on the side as well. Meanwhile, you can see how they're all flowing together, commsing together on the team. They're already reading this push coming out from Team Secret. So even with the spike
It's a hard
getting tapped
retake.
in, the Nightfall instantly sent out. Prowler, just to check. We're looking at a potential peek pretty soon. Bit of a flash, blindside out. The clone just to check. Throw off a crosshair placement. Wildario at least will redeem himself from the previous
that's a
round with a
late
double kill, but
forms.
Primi fires back with an outlaw as well. Off towards Art, and that's Chit Boys taking further position away from Team Secret. Forces 2GE to try to march up. Envy, though, pulls up a bit of a spin of his own and goes into a bait.
It's very wise to get out the Outlaw as well, specifically on a chamber. You want to see good proficiency from him with the snipers too.
That's what he has in his hands. The Outlaw, at least, just to mark down mid. Sound strategy from Team Secret all throughout, with the way that they're carefully, tactically working across the map. Talon, though, on towards the pistols, trying to get a little bit cheeky outside of A main, but instantly deterred, shall we say, back in towards mid.
Dude, both ecos that go aggro door.
Kind of grouping together at the moment through through double doors. See if these
Bypass
pistols
and push
can
on
just
middle.
tap away.
Ooh, it's going to be
Absolute
the Outlaw that
freebie.
taps away instead, Komodo.
Not bad. Not bad. Still going
Yeah.
for a bit of a challenge though.
Keep feeding him.
You know, whenever we get multi-kills like this, I just feel like I turn into the Count from Sesame Street. Nonetheless, it still is going to be Talon backing in towards the A site, looking for further positioning. But with that many kills, or deaths at least, going down towards mid, Team Secret makes the read in towards the B site.
What I see when you're in a round against an eco
Yeah,
like this,
and they
you've
can
got
get
3
the
kills.
your ult a
Is
little bit
excellent.
closer.
Ooh. Well,
If they've got the orb on someone else to
Possibly
get an
hunting
ult
for
into
some
next
rabbits.
round, probably.
we'll see if Talon gives them the chase
Like
or
an
not.
Astra picking up the orb
At the
here.
very least, possibly
Unless they're
setting
gonna
up
let
for
Jeremy
some
just absolutely
exits,
send it.
Maybe.
I wouldn't have
Feels
thought
like-
that you'd like duck hunting season, Quack.
Do I?
Oh, no, he's
Feels like
sending it. Okay, they get a Yoru ult.
Cannibalism, hunting my own brethren? I don't know.
Well, just the tail end of this round. No ace going to be achievable for Wild Oreo, but there is some damage at least at the end of this one for Talon. They're going to get you know, some dollary dues. There's going to be an ult
Comes in
available
the
in
shot.
the next round. More importantly,
I like this from Team Secret though. They shot the recon
Sniper
this
being
time
found on the other
instead of trying to
side
avoid
as
it.
well. So that's Premi on the op. Instantly gate crashes
Speaking of
into safety,
recons,
receiving
one kid
contact
plays close over towards B,
on towards A main as well.
and, bro.
Then Talon continues to
Nice little
spread
double
their
swing.
wings across the map, covering a lot of it with their wingspan.
yeah, new recruits getting the job
Prowler
done over
behind it as
towards
well
A.
to see
Your
if
second
there's anyone following it up.
put in a bit of
And
utility
at the moment
as well,
from
just
Talon,
after
there's
the
been a
fact
lot of
to
heavy
clear
priority
out
on
the full
aiming.
position. Prowler gets its job
like
done.
a-
You
they
reset
like
with
a
the
aiming.
two-player advantage, and now you really need to see Team Secret dig deep
Stop ignoring
individually
Yampy. What did he do? He
back
asked
in
his
towards
question
this
about
round, and
food
it's
though.
one of these positions where
He
you
has
kinda
another
need to
one.
give your opponents in Team Secret the jewels to win, and that's exactly what happens. Thai gives them the duel, he loses it.
Yampy, there's an
Now might be
incredible
achievable
one.
for Team Secret.
Possibly, you know,
I think I told you about it last time, though.
Greatness, you would gamble that it's down to these two players, Jeremy as well as Jesse Vash, the one who, the Unk, who got almost, well,
I think it's the same one I told you about last time that you hadn't tried.
Still in the same spot, he does find that kill. But off of that, thinking that that one kill might have pulled some rotations over, Team Secret head back into the B site where Primi has his crosshairs zeroed in.
Yeah.
Headshot through, but then a crouch peek out from Jeremy to find the headshot right back.
Wait, they could actually still win
Down
this.
to Jit Boys, Cruz arriving on scene as well. Can they do it? It is all down to Jeremy.
Wait.
He has to find the frags, and he does find the opener.
He gets plant and he gets out. He can sidestep it. Oh god.
Gets the spike down just in the nick of time. Dimensional drift away to find Killua. Does figure out where he is. Continues to toy with his position, and Killua having the ace run before, feeling confident, but now feeling the pressure into
Swing
its
off his contact.
Where
Lovely.
can they be?
Swing off his
Find the
contact.
first, and then
Oh
sidesteps
no.
away from the next. He knows
no.
exactly where Jesse Vash
This
is.
Killua guy's a beast
Rookie
as well,
Warriors
man. I
up,
can't.
and
This
Rookie
guy's sick.
wins this time.
This guy's so
Talent
sick.
Killua just greets
Well,
everyone on the
Team
server
Secret
once
did the
again.
hard part,
Yeah,
and
had to
then
win that one, didn't he? From the starting of the round, when you
Dude,
start to lose your teammates as well in a 5 versus 3
there's a
situation
world where
where
Secret
Thai
should
loses his
maybe
life.
be like
I'm looking at what's
6-0
happening
up,
with the creep up,
out to
but
the
not
side.
going too far
It was
forward.
awesome.
Oh yeah, just holding up around the doors, but at the same time, straight into Art. Okay, Primi instantly
Yeah,
deletes
I
2GE.
feel like Talon are
That's the
about
go signal
to
from
come
Team
online
Secret.
here.
And now
It's
it's
looking
going
nice.
to be the pause from Talon.
Start looking at the money a
advantage.
little
They
bit.
don't
One person
actually
come
need
by,
to push
2,
forward and give
then we
the fight
got
over to Team Secret.
4 people
Hence,
that come by.
Thai just kind of holding
So
out
really important
towards
rounds.
Dugout 4
Great
now,
shot.
repositions into its Secret and spots Jeremy out with a tap. A second tap onto its enemy skull. And that's going to be Jesse Vash trying to regress back in from main, from stairs. Is it going to be enough, though? Not quite. The spike's down
Nice shot as
in
well.
the dirt. Wild Oreo with an up at this range. It's just a little bit too
Main.
reserved. They actually
Three-person
find
send
success.
it.
Then playing aggressive, they kind of start to
Team
falter a bit.
Secret
But
go
as soon as they play
quiet.
even more reserved, that's where Primi gets away with
Flash
daylight
bomb.
robbery like this. Primi gets the kill, Cruz for the next. Wild
I mean,
Oreo
still, they win
for
the trades.
trade. A lot
They win
of
the trades
space
and they
afforded
took
around
down the
A side,
Astra.
and great reads being pulled out by Talon. Look at the minimap. Vies, the Jit Boys, he's circling all the way around from behind, and the longer the Team Secret takes, the more space that he gets to cover.
Wait.
Primi back in with the op, and that's the second kill for the guy.
Well, dimensional drift, a minute left on the clock, and he's going to throw
The
a
Primi
little bit
ops
of
looking
worry
really nice.
towards the side of
No
Team
matter
Secret.
what here, they
Wow,
should
both
just
of
be
them.
delaying.
This is just
Like,
buying
Jit
time
Boys
for
is
that
so
flank that you
fast on
mentioned.
aiming.
Getting
Wait, heard
the
him.
teammate onto the line.
Did we
Thai's
hear
going
him?
to come out from Flowers as well. Actually, oh,
Wait.
wow, this is not what you would expect in this situation. Just down to Jit Boys, guns removed, and they know where he's coming from.
Being able to turn an unwinnable scenario right back, but okay, his own Steel Garden right back against his opponents. They just kind of get out of dodge, though.
Yeah.
And that's where you gotta wonder, it's not gonna be enough. Jit Boys needs to kind of triangulate where they might be and look for the isolated duels. Unexposed duels as well.
No
Look at how
way.
quick
Bread,
rounds
the
the
lettuce,
and you're just trying to
just all of the
more
meat,
ultimates that you're
and
starting
then
to get
another bit of
towards
bread.
you kind of like it.
getting.
I got a bread sandwich with lettuce.
You know, not too aggressive and back in towards mid.
I missed
And
the
it
main
is the
part.
mid to late round that this composition really needs to kind of find its footing in and showcase its strengths towards.
Whoa. Okay, well, mid to late round or
Nice
not.
shot.
At least the opening pick, oh wow, goes the way of Wild Oreo at that range as well. Good little right click, scoped in.
Take flight.
And it forces Talon to rethink, refill that space around Art as well as mid doors. As that happens, Team Secret back into A. Thai has always been playing that position and they're looking to challenge him. Expecting the peek out from mid doors as well. Envy finds another.
Great patience from Team Secret, just against the eco, playing in towards the deeper lines.
They're gonna have enough money for
You know
op.
that
Yeah,
it
they
is
are.
the pistols now as well, so you kind of start to shift towards the A site, get all the information as 2G. It's not too difficult of a rounds to kind of play towards for Team Secret on the beginning, or after the beginning.
30 seconds left.
Fairly simple and clean. Talon, though, still just trying to look for any potential pickup. Would be an off point or two for Primi at least, but ooh, a little bit quiet from the fella just for
Oh,
now.
my
Bit of a
goodness.
simple flick from Thai. They did leave it open though, so you gotta
Correct,
imagine
yep.
maybe they do have something. And this comp at least alludes you to thinking that this is a very deliberate setup right now, especially with the coach timeout being called, the adjustments being sent over onto extreme ends of the map, especially with the outlaw as well. Okay, just to try to deter Team Secret
Insert
from
one
heading
over
down
towards B.
any further.
Yeah, I kind of want to see what 2G is going to be able to do.
Late
You know,
mid-control,
Astra's autonomy
2G's.
now actually spotted on out,
Oh,
so
boy.
maybe you look to get overwhelmed a little bit, but you definitely have to get out of there. I was trying to say
Okay,
I
I
want to see
respect
what
that, though.
timing you can try and find to get on
Does
out,
also
but
create
now
like a
he's
little
just
bit of
gonna
pressure
keep
there,
Talon
so they're
members
gonna hold here
interested that
for a
there might be
while.
something tailing towards the B side.
Especially with that smoke, I was thinking he might recall the star, but actually just
Yeah,
puts it
when
all
this
the way
smoke
up.
goes,
So
though, we're
those
gonna
two
have another
players,
jump
Primi
peak come in.
alongside Jitboys,
They're
will
gonna
have
see
to
that
stay
it's
tucked
empty,
in
and
on
then
B.
we might
Meanwhile,
even
Team
see
Secret still looking to
a pivot
explore the
across if
map,
this wall
especially
stays up.
towards mid, but they do want to watch out for some of the Vi's utility, for example. They've encountered it before, but wow.
Yeah,
30 seconds to go.
gonna 3-person on site. We're gonna have 1-person watching here. Fade ult goes in, only hits one. Big play from Ty.
And it's just everything dumped into this A site. The Hunter's Fury, though, does
25
do its job, and at the
seconds.
same time,
Everyone,
for
okay,
Invi
the call
to find a
goes
bit
to
of a
get
frag.
behind the
And with
ult and
that,
just
a
let him
lot of
plant.
space on the other end of the Cosmic
Even though they
Divide,
had
though,
two people in
Talon
front of
looks to
it.
set themselves up. The spike will get planted, but can Team Secret stabilize? That is the
If Cruz
question.
gets a kill, he gets his
With
ult.
an op,
They gotta deal with
Cruz,
Astrasuck.
possible utility
Wait, maybe
come
not
online as
even.
well.
No Astra
Jitboys
stars.
just trying to get ahead, but instantly gunned down. Gotta imagine where some of the Team Secret players could be playing as well. So
Oi,
just
nice
setting up
little
for some of
double.
it, but on the timing,
Oh my god,
Envy
chat,
with the peaks
Envy's
and
playing
quad
so.
kill. They also just got them into sight, but Envy is the one who has been finding the frags.
The
Always
OG
a
Envy
sharpshooter,
Glazer. Yeah, I've been an
whichever role
Envy
he's
fan
playing
for
on.
like
Sometimes it's Sentinel, sometimes
ever
it's
since I watched
Initiator.
him, to be honest.
He's always one of the best players that we have here in Pacific. Nonetheless, though, as the next round heads on up, we are nearing this end of the first half, and still Talon continue to swap their positions around, trying to control mid a little bit further. But Team Secret,
Money's in the
they're
bin
just
if they
avoiding
lose
it.
this for the last
Yeah,
round.
I mean, if you want to talk about some space
honestly, this is
management
kind
at
of
the
Team
moment, you're
Secret's
gonna get
chance
some value from the
to
ultimate
get
ult
9
towards
here.
the A site. You're gonna keep
They got
members
Vice
there a little bit
ult.
interested and
They're up against
head on a swivel to make sure that there's no just
Joe, they're up
blowout
against
towards the site. The steel
Astra
guard
ult,
of
so
Envy
they
can
might
be
realize
quite
that they're playing like
powerful if they're
heavier on
afforded a
one
lot of
side to
time and
retake. We'll see.
Position, gather an ability. If Talon are spotted in towards
Look
B,
at it,
or
man.
just
It can't be
spotted
any
over,
better
peeking in towards up
than
was
that.
going to be my second one as Primi just does that.
Bit of pressure
It
over
makes it
towards
quite
door.
difficult for Talon
So
to
he
get
gets,
a good read at the moment.
It's interested to take a
very
peek.
much so. Read or no read,
Now
they
creates a
just-
little bit of
they
pressure over
haven't been
towards
having a
middle,
good
so they got to
time,
go
especially
exploring,
in the
jump
early
peak.
phases of the round.
Prowler went
But
over towards
now,
A.
a full
Prowler
B
didn't
site
spot
hit
any over
come
towards
through.
A, so
Armageddon's
rotate
into
goes in.
turret, though.
Oh,
Tail
Envy,
ult
is he actually stuck here? Yes,
is
he is,
pretty
unfortunately.
incredible.
And 2GE down for the count
Oh,
as well.
tail ult
Good
was
little
incredible.
individual brilliance from
Dude, like
Cruz.
this,
Taylor
and
just
then you
providing
had
the
the salvos
distraction,
for the
and with
corner.
20
Wait, that
seconds
was
to go, you're gonna
awesome.
have to bully your way into this as Team Secret.
That's exactly what they're looking to do.
There's no way they lose this round too,
Throw
right?
their heads in for bits of swirlies or just to
10 seconds left.
hurl some verbal attacks down in towards Team Secret's way. Still, though,
You got no utility.
trying to play around it.
Last player
And that's
standing.
exactly it. Without the utility, it's definitely going to be a little
Ooh.
bit tough, but still Wild Oreo looking to shoot his way out of this range. Swaps over
Ooh.
onto the Headhunter and does find the pick.
Have confidence in your op, man. Have confidence in your op.
Right underneath, just to get some information. Killa goes to stick it halfway.
That's
And
unlucky.
gets up just in time to find the headshot against Wild
Dude,
Oreo.
this is a lovely tail.
That's a twist and lick for that comes down to Cruz and his IGLing. Very good
Yellowa?
job
I mean,
from
he had,
Master at work
let's
when it
think,
comes
he had
to
the
reading the map,
1v...
and that's why you have
What can we
those
even call this
util
on
kills
site?
going through,
1v2?
on his Teho, but still,
He had
it does
1v2.
come down to some
He
of
had
the
1v2.
frags sometimes. Team Secret
had
can
1v1.
definitely bully their way through, and that's what
3
they're
clutches so
looking to
far.
do, unless Primi can
Maybe
deny some
the
of
one
these
on A you could say was a
opportunities
1v3.
outright. Still, though, he's forced
think.
to get crash away.
Yeah.
It was chaos, whatever it was.
The force back of B and the tapping of the sheer wall.
Talon's
as well
still going
over
for the
towards
aggro
A.
A.
So trying to bait it out. I really
It's
like
a lot
the
of
idea
pressure.
from Envy,
Prowler
however,
to see if
though.
anyone's
You
taking
change
any
it up,
space
you
over
bait
towards
them on
mid.
in, you try and
We got
see
a
if you can pick
decoy
them out when they
going
go
over
for that
to, or
wall,
clone,
if it's
whatever
an
you want to call it, going
individual
over towards
lurking,
B
you
to
can
find
try
if
and
the
catch them
wall's
off
here.
guard.
They see that
Always a
there's
fan
no
of
wall here,
that
so
deeper wall. You know, we saw
probably thinking
good
it's
trap
one of
play
these
off
right
that
now.
yesterday.
Fade I just cleared over towards A, so they might.
Still, though, at least
It's
for
looking like
now,
they want to fake over towards
Talon
A
have
with the
managed
Euro
to
ult
deny
Visal
some
and then
of
hit
the
B.
orbs and whatnot.
No?
So at this point, just forces for Team Secret to go in
No,
for a bit
okay.
of a a trick play.
But dude, look how many people is
Dimensional
over
drift,
towards
he crashes
middle.
back into B.
Get him
just
interested over
2G,
towards
hear
the
them
side,
running.
Come over towards B where it'll look to be a little bit weaker.
Great shot.
Although Primi
Incredible shot.
Finding Wild Oreo. Again, time!
Bro,
Sub 30 seconds.
2G
And with that as
could
well,
own
a
this
bit more
round.
pressure in the backs of Talon's minds. 2G gets to strike while the Iron is hot
enough,
from
mate.
behind. A huge flank, and that just pulls the attention away.
And he can just survive late because he has
down.
Astra Suck
Team
as well.
Secret continue to make quick work on the map, and it forces Primy to send his crosshair
Primy's
back
hitting
and
some
forth,
shots.
looking for the next flick. Takes down Jesse Vash now, and does soften the side up for the rest of his team.
Whoa.
Jeremy tries to keep
No
them away
way,
with the
Primy's doing a
flash, but
madness.
it's not going to be enough. Primy with his own blindside, his own dimensional drift now, and he pushes all of Team Secret further back and away.
Oh my god,
2G,
what a
try
round
as he
from
might,
Primy.
It's not going to be enough. Jit Boys will find him down. The sort of double sentinel at play.
Oh my
Just a
goodness.
single cruise
On your head.
with a drone that gets denied and his health looking a little bit bleeding. Good shock dart to come on out from Jesse
An
Vash.
incredible shock dart.
Quite a bit. That's just possibly one shot away from dying. Cruz has to keep himself tucked away for now at the very least. So even if he is looking to cross mid, he's going to have to rethink his decisions. His guided salvos are something that's going to be very needed, especially if his team goes to post plant.
Well, the traps are here, and you're going to have to try and respect them at
Whoa,
the
that
moment.
fade
But
eye
a
is
great
awesome.
haunt. You're going to try and extend and overwhelm him. That gets
Ow.
squandered.
Okay. Quick work, Envy. One of the, well, the primary sentinel right now for Team Secret, being able to deny any opportunities from Talon. Still keeps the team kind of tucked in.
They might find the gap here though.
A quiet repush in towards A. How far is he actually going to get in towards it before he is spotted out?
Well, they
Arcos
bailed
for
on it.
nothing.
Smokes and Recon.
Okay, Recon gives them all the info they need to keep force strong. Chamber started to move a little bit.
Talon look for an opportunity. Team Secret with their positioning though so
These
far
fade
back.
eyes are.
At the same time, a bit of a flank coming through from Wild Oreo, but it's not necessarily needed with how Jesse Vash is able to play. But look at Killua, a bit of a skewer as he finds two. Straight on in with a straight line. Envy now trying to get himself out of dugout. Still spotted by
So
Killua.
2G needs to
You've not
just
seen
make
the
sound for
chamber,
Wild Oreo.
You've got to expect a flank.
Yeah, at least thinking about it. They're
Wait for your
sitting comfortably
teammate.
with that spike down, Komodo.
Wait for your
Killua just
teammate.
continues to play around the positions, and there it is. Flank instantly spotted and found, but a bit of a
Hey,
swing
nicely
too
done.
wild from Cruz, and Wild Oreo with the
Double
headhunter
pistol?
will find the damage that is needed.
And that's better fashion because the damage that Jesse Vash found.
But as you say that, a bit of a force coming out from Talon, still instantly disrespected
Very
by
nice.
Jeremy.
And they found out that
A
they
shot
managed to
found
force it,
through,
so
and he gate crashes back into
they get the
safety.
first kill and they know that they forced.
Still though, Talon.
They have done the hard part though, which is get over towards the site through the choke.
They send that little fake out clone all the way through in towards stairs, where Envy will be met with a lot of contact. Jit Boys in with the stinger will be able to find it instead.
But they're going to call away. They're going to peel and see if they can find anybody in through towards connector first. As Jesse Vash is on the drone, he'll spot
Dude,
nothing
this
out towards the
drone
A side,
kind of
and there's
cleared a
little
good
bit of
amount of A pretty early
overextension
on.
from Wild Oreo here that you
Yeah,
do
which
actually
means that
have to
Wild Oreo
consider
might
that
actually get
they
into
can
an alright
pass
position to
very
hold this.
quietly up through towards street, go
A 1,
towards the
2,
B
3
side
that he can
quickly,
one-shot if he does
and
get
he's
to the
gonna be
angle.
there,
The problem
but
for him
if
is he
you are
doesn't know
playing towards
about
the numbers here as Team
long
Secret,
B.
you are gonna be playing
Right, an idea what he's
in
swinging
retake
this,
here.
but no idea about B at the
Wild Oreo
moment.
with Yonlaw too though. So retake definitely sound, but we'll see if Wild
No
Oreo
vision
can
block, but honestly, if
soften up
he
some
just holds this
blows.
line and knows that no one went elbow, he's done his
Doesn't
job.
see too much, so just playing for the numbers.
Yeah, you'll eventually get a dart back online for Jesse Vash. That's going to come in about 30 seconds actually, so never mind.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
one
definitely got to
right
keep an eye
there.
on
You do
2G,
need to try and see
because
what these stingers and what
I
this
don't think he's
Spectre
going to
can
think
do
that
because
Primy's this
they
close.
actually can make this work.
Especially when Primy is watching the back positions, crouches underneath, and that's 2G deleted
Very
away
nice
from the
flash.
roster. Jit Boys now with the Spectre, finding another shot through.
I mean, he can
Going
just
in
stick
for the
this.
full tap though. Jesse Vash gets it down halfway, gets off just in time. Spectre,
Damn, very
Bulldog,
nice from
the
these
shots
two.
all
Jeremy
found
going pretty
by-
straight up send onto the
Similar
A
to
site.
here
Probably
what
going to
we
use Fado on
what
this
we
one.
saw from the start of the map. But as I say that, we are definitely slowly running out of
Yeah,
chances
and
for Talon
Jesse
to find a way
solo
back into
hold
the
of the
game.
site.
We'll see if this one can support them, if anything. But
Wait, they
given
hit the
force
Teo
buffer
running.
Before, yeah,
But give me the
it's
Ori.
still going to be stingers
Whoa.
for the entire high squad.
Devastating,
Look at
man.
Jeremy once
Okay,
again.
now do they still
really good
Fado?
positioning and knowledge from Jeremy to know that if there's going to be an A
No.
play, they're going to have to play respectful for the sheer. Hey, you just tuck yourself in towards the mid window.
Ooh, and in with that as well. So Primi able to execute into the side, especially with the blind side, takes down Jesse Vash, but here comes Wild Oreo. And with that,
You can at least give them a lot of info. They need to speed up on site.
Trying to hold stairs and force Team Secret to get into exposed positions for the retake. Wild Oreo having to hang back now, but
dude, and they put the fatal into it as well, so they now have no fatal. Dude, this whole map's gone really bad for Talon.
Even against the stingers of Talon.
I mean, you throw an asterisk on towards this quite
like the only round
alongside his team, and right now the kill leader for Team Secret, Envy, finding his value as well on the sheer walls and that. Stealth throw now for Talon,
TP's just before it actually leaves him on an island.
It's going to be respected at the moment as well. One away from a dimensional drift for Primi. You're only saying a bit of spotting out from 2G over towards the A
so
side.
question mark created over towards here, and as we can see, the person that needs to clear this question mark is miles away.
Highlighting that their retakes have been pretty good, so if they need to,
it looks like he's lagging out with that movement.
The map, they can rely on that. Time of the round for the drone, clearing some information, and a bit of a re-clear towards B long as well. If Wild Oreo wants to keep going for the spot,
even not.
Still no question mark clear over towards B, by the way.
Trademark being tripped
No
around
one wants
B
to go
lane,
for the jump spot.
Still keeping some investments into the B site. Talon deliberately trying to sneak on through, but they do have to make it over this little sheer wall obstacle.
Yep, Thorns immediately popped as well.
Yeah, and they got to respect this. 30 seconds. Jesse has a judge. And we do have a 1v1 on A main.
Okay. Still though, keeps himself tucked away inside of that smoke and stays alive. The second one coming up. Peeks at the right time.
No way. He might even get another.
Planter. Envy out from the back as well. Flowers being secured.
Oh,
back into Envy with the classic support from
what's
Jeremy.
going on, bro?
Down to just high. 4 HP. Spike on the ground and no
2G
time
played
at
so
hand.
well.
He's gonna have to go in for the
And honestly, the
save.
Yoru ult kind of distracted, so they sped up through the smoke. The Yoru ult
It's down to 11 and 5.
was lovely.
Oreo back in with the Outlaw, reading the shields on the other end.
Yeah, if you can get away with one hit and you can rendezvous, you have to do that before the drone. So just standard Teho protocol to come out there from Cruz. This time, not going to be met with the shock dart either.
At least a little bit more information. Also, good job with 2GE controlling the opposite end of the map.
He has been seen shoulder peeking like this time and time again. So there's going to be a bit of an element potentially
for a shoulder peek.
Spot him and find him as Jit Boys, but not going to be afforded it.
Yeah, I think he's
40 seconds, but 40 seconds Talon have taken an alright map control. I don't know if Killua can have the worst gun. When they're playing, when he's playing this good, I think someone else is going to give him the gun here.
And that's Talon, possibly with the intervention of Coach Jovi, trying to work along the map now.
Yeah. Our drone, by the way, just used by Jesse Vash over at the B side, seeing nothing towards long. So Primi's just going to start to clear all of the information for Talon. See what he can do here by himself, because he has only spotted out Wild Oreo.
That's nice, though. Got a leg shot, got out of there.
He's still trying to
Speaking of Killua,
delete him away, but Wild Oreo just rendezvous into
speaking of Jit Boys,
and look at this now.
first time we mentioned him, of course, he's actually going for a huge luck.
The only thing that is
Huge
Talon
luck.
is Jit Boys with the long play.
Oh, that's going to be so long away, though. If he gets one kill, he could technically ult, but at that point in time, you'd
Dude, he might
expect
have
him
4
to already
kills.
Start that retake, right?
Yeah, there it is. I think Cruz buying a little bit of time for Jit Boys in with a guided salvo, and here it comes now, trying to bail himself out of the position.
Still delays so much
He has
that
found his value, though.
they
There it is.
probably want to save, but I do think they should do
gun his
damage.
way into the site to reaggress. 2GE will provide that assistance. Meanwhile, the rest of Talon just trying to hold back.
Yeah, it's still going to Astra
from
suck for
around
this.
pillars.
I mean, no matter what, it's damage.
From Cruz, and that's the punish.
Body
Down
block?
to 2 left.
Body block got
The
half.
body block
Wait,
is
body block
definitely
got
gonna
half.
help out. Guardian shots fired through, but no kills found. And the
dear God, how did they win it?
To match point. Thor has always slipped away from Talon's
This is a
grasp
rough
with
start.
that rendezvous.
Rough start for
And he even
Talon.
uses it for information. Now, in the final, possible final round, Team Secret have swapped out their defensive positions again.
Yeah.
Up 3.
It really makes Talon utilize a lot of this early utility to try and just figure something like this out. And
Did I just straight up forget
Cosmic Divide
something?
early before you've actually sniffed out that wall as well.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. Cosmic Divide kind of gone into the wind. Jit Boys down into the dust as well.
Yeah.
And
But
that
it's
can't
done.
feel good. Not at all.
Yeah, you really can't utilize this ultimate at the moment anymore because it's just going
It's
to fail.
actually
And
done.
you're going to be stalled out. Yeah, you put in an Armageddon at the back, but you're immediately getting just bodies of Team Secret thrown in towards the site.
And I think I just caught a glimpse of furrowed brows on Primy's face. First time I've seen that.
The
Team Secret
overreactions have
on the
started.
cusp of
I mean,
victory.
it's only
Steel
one map.
Garden,
But again, this was always
barking
going to
away at
happen.
the
This
heels
was
of
like the main
Talon.
reason why I picked Team
They
Secret.
try to reaggress, they try
Like,
to
Talon
make
have
do with
to
what they've got up around
have
pillars, but
bad
you gotta imagine
maps
it's just not going to be
because they haven't had
as
enough
the
time
entire
with the
site
two
has
new
been
guys.
set up into a huge choke point.
Yeah.
Jeremy in for
Did
a
I
kill,
think they would
2G
get
for the
wrecked this
spray
heavy?
alongside the Nebula.
No.
And Thai is just trying to dance around it, but look at this, every single
Okay,
player
very
converging
nice.
into his one position.
Very,
And that
very
will
nice
be
from
that
Team